Hello, everyone. I'm going to go back over the continuation status utility that you can use to assign past equivalency for your current summatives for past work that the students have done. So the place that you do that is in the rosters. So rosters, we'll go into our current roster and we'll view that roster. So basically, you'll notice that all the students are currently listed in alphabetical order by last name, and that they're in a black font. If they're in a black font and you see this little right arrow that's in blue, that just means that essentially there's no continuation status set for those students. So we can go in and look. Let's take Martha as the first example, and let's just take a look at her work. And it looks like she hasn't really done anything in the past two integrated math 1As that she's had. So what we can do, if by chance you accidentally click and set Martha as a continuation status, you'll know if you click on the timeline, there's really no past qualifying summatives. So you'll just want to disable that continuation status. And basically that will unwind that and set her back to essentially she's a fresh student starting that course afresh. But then for Alasia, we can see like she actually has in this integrated math 1A from 2018-19, she's done some work there. So we would want to go back to the student roster and set Alasia as a continuation student, and then click on that little red timeline, and then we can select the summatives that directly correlate the integrated rubric that you're currently using in your current course to those past summatives. Now you'll notice in her situation, it's a little unique. And again, just using her as an example, but she's done a lot of summatives. So if you see a situation like this, she's probably already completed this course. And so you would probably just want to either go back and issue her a final grade in that course, or let me know or let a counselor know. We can just set her course completion. But for purposes of this, we're just going to go ahead and select her summative equivalencies and nothing from the past courses. So we'll just go ahead and apply that equivalency. So basically that growing dots has that proficiency attained there has been applied within the current summative growing dots for that student, and same thing for the sum of one, none of the other summative. And we can go back to the course roster. Sorry, I went one up, and we'll see that that entry is now in green, right? And just to verify that she was issued, that grade is currently populating, we can go into the grade book and see that Alasia now has an advanced, and that those two summatives are assessed and those proficiency levels applied. And the date of assessment will basically be whatever date that previous summative was assessed. If you want to go back in and look and see, what the competencies and standard assessments were or feedback, you can go back and look at that. And basically that's the way that's done. And just to show you kind of what it looks like on the student side for Alasia, don't mind that, it's the testing platform. So basically those will be applied in her main course, and she can see that she has two of them completed, and she can go and basically look at her feedback if she's interested in that. So essentially it would just be a matter of assigning her, well, in her case, like she probably completed the course, but for a normal student, hopefully it's just going to be one or two, and then you would just kind of assign the other summatives that the student needs in order to complete the course. So hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't, go ahead, send me an email, or if you need some personal time, I can kind of go through it a little more in depth with you. And hopefully that makes sense. All right. Hope you guys have a good weekend. All right. Bye-bye.